Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this explosive recounting of the most shocking moment in daytime television history, where the polished set of The View turned into a battlefield of words and emotions, all sparked by the unexpected appearance of Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex herself, striding onto the stage with that signature confident smile, her elegant outfit shimmering under the studio lights, ready to promote her latest charitable endeavors and perhaps share a few insights into life beyond the palace walls. But little did anyone know that Joy Behar, the sharp-tongued veteran host with decades of no-holds-barred commentary, was about to unleash a torrent of criticism that would escalate faster than a viral tweet, starting innocently enough with a question about Meghan's ongoing media battles and her claims of royal mistreatment. Joy leaning forward in her chair, eyes narrowing as she probed deeper into what she called exaggerated narratives, the audience gasping as Meghan defended her truth with poise, explaining how the press had hounded her family relentlessly, but Joy interrupted with a biting remark about privilege and accountability, saying no one forced her to marry into that world, the tension thickening like storm clouds over Manhattan. Whoopi Goldberg trying to mediate with her calm demeanor while Sunny Hostin nodded in support of Meghan's experiences as a woman of color in the spotlight, Ana Navarro chiming in with her fiery Latina perspective on family loyalty, yet Joy refused to back down, her voice rising as she accused Meghan of playing the victim card one too many times, the crowd erupting in a mix of boos and cheers. Meghan's face flushing slightly but holding composure as she countered with stories of suicidal thoughts ignored by the institution, Joy scoffing audibly and declaring that everyone has problems, even duchesses, the back and forth intensifying with each passing second, commercials looming but the producers letting it roll for the ratings gold. Meghan standing up midway through the segment, her heels clicking sharply on the floor as she gestured passionately about mental health awareness. Joy matching her energy by slamming her hand on the table, demanding respect for the platform that built careers, the other hosts exchanging wide-eyed glances, security subtly shifting in the wings, and just when it seemed the clash would fizzle into a heated debate, Joy delivered the line that changed everything, telling Meghan point-blank that if she couldn't handle the heat, she should exit the kitchen, the audience roaring as Meghan gathered her notes, her expression a blend of shock and resolve, the segment careening toward chaos in a whirlwind of unspoken grudges and on-air fireworks that no one saw coming on this otherwise ordinary Tuesday morning taping. As the dust settled from that initial verbal volley, the cameras zoomed in tighter on Joy Behar's determined face, her signature red glasses perched on her nose like a warrior's shield, while Meghan Markle paced slightly at the edge of the iconic round table, the blue backdrop glowing ominously behind them. The live audience feeding off the energy like sharks in bloody water, clapping wildly for every jab and retort, Meghan firing back about the double standards faced by women who speak out, particularly those breaking barriers and stuffy traditions, her voice steady yet laced with emotion as she recounted paparazzi chases that endangered her children, Joy countering with a sarcastic quip about how Hollywood stars deal with fame daily without whining on every podcast, the word whining hanging in the air like smoke from a fired shot, Whoopi attempting to pivot to a lighter topic but failing miserably as Alyssa Farah Griffin jumped in defending conservative views on personal responsibility, Sarah Haynes trying to bridge the gap with empathy for both sides, but the spotlight remained locked on Joy and Meghan, two powerhouses from different worlds colliding in a spectacle of raw honesty, Meghan pulling out her phone to show a headline from a tabloid smear campaign, Joy dismissing it as self-inflicted drama from quitting royal duties, the crowd splitting into factions, some chanting Meghan's name while others cheered Joy's unfiltered take, producers whispering frantically into earpieces about extending the segment, ratings skyrocketing in real time as social media exploded with clips circulating faster than light, Meghan accusing Joy of minimizing racism with her flippant remarks, Joy retorting that she's fought for civil rights longer than Meghan's been in the public eye, the history lesson turning personal when Joy referenced her own Italian heritage and immigrant struggles, Meghan nodding respectfully but pushing back on the comparison, saying systemic bias hits differently across intersections. The dialogue delving deeper into feminism, media ethics, and celebrity accountability, tension coiling tighter with every exchanged glance, the hot topic table feeling smaller by the minute, commercials finally cutting in but the buzz refusing to die, backstage staff scrambling to prepare for the fallout, Meghan sipping water calmly while Joy huddled with co-hosts, whispering strategies for the next round, the clash evolving from sparks to a full-blown inferno that promised more revelations upon return, viewers glued to screens nationwide, debating in group chats and forums about who was right, the drama transcending the studio walls to dominate headlines. This heated exchange marking a pivotal moment where daytime TV met royal reckoning head-on without apology or restraint. Returning from break with adrenaline pumping through the veins of everyone in the building, the theme music blaring louder than usual to hype the continuation, Joy Behar kicking off the resurgence by apologizing for nothing and doubling down on her stance that Meghan's narrative needed tougher scrutiny, Meghan smiling tightly as she retook her seat, the guest chair now feeling like a throne under siege, applauding politely before launching into a passionate monologue about healing from trauma publicly versus privately, her words resonating with survivors in the audience who wiped tears discreetly, Joy interrupting again with a question about financial gains from tell-all books and interviews, implying opportunism over authenticity, the accusation landing like a slap. Meghan's eyes widening as she defended her work ethic from Suits Days to Archewell Foundations, listing charities helped and voices amplified, Sunny Hostin backing her up with statistics on mental health crises among women of color, Anna Navarro adding spice by joking about Joy being hangry, lightening the mood momentarily with laughter rippling through the crowd, but Joy steering back hard, calling out what she saw as inconsistencies in Meghan's stories over the years, pulling up mental notes from past Oprah moments and Netflix docs, the cross-examination turning the show into a mock trial, Whoopi finally asserting moderator authority by demanding turns, yet the fire kept reigniting, Meghan standing once more to emphasize empowerment through vulnerability, Joy rising to in a symbolic standoff, their heights comically mismatched but spirits evenly matched, the audience on their feet chanting dual-style encouragement, security inching closer as gestures grew animated, Meghan waving off help while Joy pointed emphatically at imaginary charts of privilege, the debate weaving through topics like motherhood under scrutiny, marital pressures in the spotlight, and the cost of freedom from gilded cages, co-hosts tag-teaming with anecdotes from their own lives, Sarah sharing conservative family clashes, Alyssa on political divides, but the core remained Joy versus Meghan in a tango of tenacity. Commercials teasing more drama ahead, social media trends exploding with hashtags like View Clash and Duchess vs. Joy, celebrities tweeting live reactions from Ellen praising courage to Piers Morgan gloating vindication, the segment stretching boundaries of broadcast decorum, producers thrilled with the organic virality, Meghan's team texting furiously from the green room, Joy's loyal fans flooding calls to ABC switchboards. This middle act building suspense toward an inevitable climax where words would give way to actions no script could predict. 2,500 alphabets. With the clock ticking toward the show's finale, the energy in the studio reached fever pitch, lights dimming slightly for dramatic effect as Joy Behar delivered a monologue on accountability and activism, her voice booming through the speakers like a town crier, accusing Meghan of cherry-picking battles for brand building. Meghan countering with evidence of grassroots efforts and women's rights and education initiatives globally, pulling heartfelt letters from fans who'd found strength in her story, reading one aloud that brought sniffles from the front row, Joy unmoved, retorting that real change happens quietly not on red carpets, the philosophical divide widening into a chasm, Whoopi interjecting with wisdom from her EGOT throne about bridges over burned ones, but the bridge was already ablaze. Sunny defending intersectional feminism fiercely, Anna cracking jokes to defuse bombs, yet explosions kept coming, Meghan challenging Joy to a one-on-one off-air chat, Joy accepting with a smirk that screamed game on, the audience losing their minds in applause. Thunder, clips going mega viral with millions of views in minutes, commentators dissecting every micro-expression on cable news. The clash delving into personal territory when Joy referenced her own career highs and lows, from stand-up stages to sitcom fame, paralleling Meghan's acting pivot to advocacy, Meghan applauding Joy's longevity but questioning gatekeeping voices, the meta-conversation turning heads, co-hosts circling like referees in a boxing ring, commercial breaks feeling like halftime pep talks, backstage whispers of potential walk-offs circulating, Meghan's poise cracking just a hair as Joy landed a zinger about Montecito mansions versus real-world struggles, Meghan firing back about invisible labors behind philanthropy empires, the intellectual sparring elevating the chaos to art, viewers texting friends to tune in mid-show, ratings shattering records for the season, producers extending overtime without hesitation, the build-up masterful in its unpredictability, Joy's eyes gleaming with the thrill of unscripted combat, Meghan's resolve steeling like forged armor, the table rattling from passionate pounds, cards flying as notes scattered in the frenzy, this penultimate paragraph of pandemonium setting the stage for the ultimate ejection that would etch this episode into TV lore forever. Finally, the breaking point arrived like a thunderclap in a silent room, Joy Behar standing tall and declaring enough is enough, her finger pointing directly at Meghan as she uttered the fateful words, "You've crossed the line one too many times on my show." The audience collectively inhaling as security flanked the stage, Meghan rising slowly with dignity intact, her voice calm amid the storm asking if this was really happening, Joy confirming with a nod that respect for the panel trumped guest privileges, Whoopi stunned into silence for once, Sunny protesting vocally about fairness, Anna covering her mouth in disbelief, Alyssa whispering "Oh my God" repeatedly, the crowd erupting into a cacophony of screams and flashes from phone cameras, Meghan gathering her belongings with graceful deliberation, blowing a kiss to supportive sections before turning toward the exit, Joy yelling after her to take her complaints elsewhere, the kickoff executed swiftly yet shockingly, guards escorting Meghan off set without force but with firmness, the door slamming symbolically as commercials crashed in prematurely, hosts left gaping at empty space where royalty once sat, Joy sinking into her chair triumphant yet breathless, the aftermath unfolding in real time with Whoopi calling for calm, apologizing to viewers for the unprecedented turn, but affirming the show's commitment to candid discourse, social media imploding with memes and hot takes, Team Joy versus Team Meghan trending worldwide, news alerts pinging on every device, backstage mayhem as Meghan's entourage demanded explanations, Joy defending her decision in huddles with producers who high-fived the chaos for its buzz, the ejection rippling through entertainment circles like its tsunami, former guests weighing in on group texts, ABC executives monitoring fallout while celebrating spikes in ad revenue, this climactic removal not just ending the clash but birthing a legend of TV drama that would be replayed, dissected, and dramatized for years to come. In the wake of the ejection, the studio transformed into a whirlwind of reflection and reaction, Joy Behar addressing the camera directly with a post-mortem explanation, admitting the heat got too hot but standing firm on boundaries, her co-hosts rallying around with mixed emotions, Whoopi praising passion while lamenting loss of control, Sunny advocating for Meghan's return someday, Anna joking about needing therapy after that roller coaster, the audience filing out buzzing with stories to tell, security debriefing on protocols breached, producers plotting follow-up episodes around the fallout, Meghan releasing a statement hours later about grace under fire and continued advocacy, fans mobilizing petitions and boycotts on both sides, media frenzy peaking with late-night monologues roasting the rumble, Joy trending as hero or villain depending on the feed, clips amassing billions of views across platforms, analysts debating free speech versus civility in talk shows, the incident sparking broader conversations on celebrity accountability and host power dynamics, Joy later reflecting in interviews about standing her ground after 20-plus years, Meghan channeling energy into new projects undeterred, the shocking drama cementing The View's reputation as unscripted lightning in a bottle, forever altering how guests are vetted and debates moderated, this final paragraph wrapping the saga in a bow of lasting impact, where one heated clash kicked off not just a duchess but a cultural earthquake that shook foundations and entertained millions in its unfiltered glory.